Hey, this is Prometheus giving you tips to help you on defense. I'm going to provide you two tips. One is a glitch, and another one is to take away a glitchy route. So this is going to be kind of the glitch buster video. These are tips I picked up from the community. These are things that I didn't know until recently, so that's why I wanted to share it with the community. Also, guys, I don't typically like to beg for subscriptions and likes and all that kind of stuff, but guys, my channel has been somewhat stagnant for the past 2 years. I really haven't got a lot of subscribers, so if you guys frequent my videos, just do me a favor if you're not subscribed already, and also hit the like button just so the algorithm can pop my videos a little bit more frequently. So guys, I want to talk about a very common play that a lot of top Madden players have used. Competitive Madden players, these are money players. These guys win money all the time, and is going to be the gun trips play action crosser, in particular the crossing route. The crossing route is one of the most difficult routes to stop because it does get over top of coverages and under coverages, and it really forces you as a defender to go and stop the sideline. Well, guys, I want to show you a really simple tip that I picked up from the community that you guys can actually plug into to take away that crossing route and force your opponent to make other reads and bait them into an interception. So I want to show you basically how this crossing route works. First and foremost, go ahead and take a look at Estridge. It goes over the middle of the formation. And what happens is that a lot of coverages don't necessarily cover this and lets this guy get past this coverage. So what this does is it forces you to go ahead and put out zone drops. And I want you to take a look. I'm on the 25, 10 yards, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this is going to force you to put out cloud flats out here to go ahead and stop this at a 30-yard depth. And when you start doing that type of thing, it makes it very difficult. Now, what if I could tell you that there's a very easy adjustment that's going to get a defender in that area and take away a lot of other reads that an opponent would probably use against you? So it is basically you're going to use a cover 2 coverage. And the only difference is what you're going to do is you're going to take your defender, the safety that's going to be on the right-hand side is the X icon, which is Harrelson Jr. I'm going to put him from basically a deep half into an inside quarter. Now what this does is it actually forces your opponent to do some matching type principles, and that allows you to still use your different areas of the field. So now what I want you to do is I want you to watch what happens with Everett. Actually watch what happens with Ettridge going over the middle and how he gets picked up by defender over by the sideline. So this is going to basically go ahead and double team that area that your opponent will probably try to attack against you. So watch what happens right here. He actually crosses over the middle of the field, and this defender anticipates that. He's slow. He's not a very fast defender. He anticipates it and then breaks to the sideline to take that away. And then I have basically this cloud flat. If he's not preoccupied with actually defending a flat down here, he can slide up and double team that. But the most important thing is that you have a guy that's actually going to play this guy and actually play it. So if you chase this crosser with your user, you've got some guy that's going to be able to bracket on the sideline and stop that passing route. So this is a very easy adjustment, cover 2, and then basically you build your coverage against what other tendencies or things that your opponent likes to run. So this is the fastest and easiest way to go ahead and take away those crossing routes and put a defender that's actually going to play it smartly and not get stupid like we always see online. So guys, if you didn't know about this tip, make sure you let me know down in the comments and also go ahead and hit the like button, because I think this is a strategy that more people should know, because crossers are really hard to stop and a lot of people play this trips type stuff, this trace stuff all the time with a crosser and build an entire scheme around it. And if you could take away that route with one simple adjustment, it really makes a huge difference with your defense. All right, so guys, I want to show you basically the run defensive glitch. This is a run commit glitch that you can leverage in your defensive strategy to go ahead and catch your opponent off guard, or you can spam the hell out of it until your opponent figures out what the hell's going on. So if you are playing against someone that's paying attention to the community, he'll most likely gash you with the third tip I'm going to share with you. But this is a nice thing. Now I want you to show you, I've got basically a heavy formation against a light defense, and look all the sandwiches we got going on right here when I actually run into this type of defense. So one of the things that we can do to make our defense more stout with just basically having a very pass-oriented defense is we can run commit. Now, here's how this glitch works. If you run commit against a defense and you only have 3 down linemen, they'll basically go ahead and react to the run and shoot their gaps. However, if it's a pass, which it could be with this because I'm picking random plays, these guys are going to fall back into coverage. So right here you can see how these guys actually fill the gap. There's no pancakes whatsoever with this particular defensive setup. So once again, we do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and run commit. Very simple adjustment. Hit the right bumper. You can either run right, run left, or run up the middle. I choose up the middle. And I'll bring my safety down just to support myself. And then I want you to watch what happens when it picks basically a pass play. So we're going to run commit and just play down in the box. And look what happens. These guys all drop back in the coverage like they're supposed to, and essentially forcing your opponent to go ahead and make reads. Now look what happens if I go ahead and blitz an extra linebacker. So we're going to blitz 1 extra linebacker. We're going to go ahead and run commit. And we're going to send 4. Now see how my guys all get out of position? That's because of the number of players that we actually have at the defensive line that are actually going ahead and trying to rush the quarterback. Here's the key thing. You can only rush 3 defensive ends or 3 defensive linemen against the quarterback to use this run commit glitch. You can't basically go ahead and rush 4 or 5. It only can be 3 for you to get this glitch to work correctly, because all it does, now these guys commit, opposed to what happens is previously they'll actually play their commitment, they'll play their passing commitments and not get yourself in a situation. So this is a very important thing to have in your back pocket against your opponent on 3rd and 4th downs. You can have pass defense and run defense set up with a very light rush and make sure that he doesn't get yourself in a situation where he's going to get a short distance against you. So this is nice to have in your back pocket. So once again, we're just going to set up the run defense by simply going ahead and hit the right bumper and run down. And see how the guys drop up in the coverage now? And now I've got guys dropping in coverage. So this is part of the chess match of this glitch, is now you've got your opponent. You know that you can go ahead and only send 3 rushers and force him to make right decisions with that, and you know you're going to have a higher probability of taking away the run. So this is a great concept to have in your back pocket in those 3rd and short situations or 4th and short situations where running is an option, and he might sprinkle or try to run a long run against you in a passing situation. You can do this and just make sure he forces make his reads, and if he chooses to run, you're going to get people in the backfield. Now, let's go ahead and show you what play blows this run glitch up. Now, the play type that actually blows up this running play is going to be any kind of an RPO. RPOs will basically decimate this glitch. So that's what you want to be concerned about, is that if you run into somebody that seems to always be guessing the right time when with your runs, and always runs commit at the right time, but they're never typically rushing a lot of people, they're using this glitch, and this is the way you go ahead and beat it. So we're going to go ahead and set this up, but now we're going to be using the run commit glitch. But now look how I get actually sandwiched when I set that up. But now look how basically the running lanes become a lot bigger because the CPU doesn't play it correctly like it was before. So now watch what happens to my defensive backs now. They start falling back into their zones. This guy's falling back into zones. He's not committing to the run. He's falling back in his zone. He's falling back into the zone. And the RPO basically is a neutralizer to this. So this is the type of thing that you need to have in your back pocket defensively against your opponent. And you also need to have this in your, and you also have to have the knowledge in your back pocket too, that an RPO essentially is a neutralizer to this particular glitch. So I would say from a tactical standpoint, if you know, I would not recommend spamming this run commit glitch right from the very get-go. I wouldn't be doing it all the time. I would pocket it, I would save it and put it in my back pocket for third down situations, fourth down situations, where opponent has the option to run or pass as a short yard and distance, and you want to make sure that you're flooding the area with basically a bunch of people. Another area that you probably want to consider using this is down in the red zone. So when things are really tight and condensed, inside the 10-yard line, stuff like that, cover 4 coverage is a really good coverage to use. It protects the back of the end zone. You're going to get a bunch of people in the area. So if you got guys committing to the run and charging the run, if he tries to use it, then you can actually have this as something you can use tactically down in the red zone. Make it extremely difficult for him to plug it in. So guys, once again, I really would appreciate the support. If you guys have been watching my videos for a long time, hit the subscribe button, the like button. If you like these type of tips, please go ahead and let me know if you like these type of tips. Let me know on this. The people that I actually pick these tips up, I watch a bunch of different YouTubers myself to try to pick up some stuff. I pick up the neutralization of the crossers from Cody Ballard, and I picked up the strategy of the RPO stopping this run glitch through Zan. So if you guys know Cody and Zan, I actually have links down in my description. So thank you for your support, guys. I really appreciate it. And until next time.